Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone has been enjoying your weekend. Phantom, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I have had a delightfully relaxing Saturday. We got some donuts this morning from our local donut place, which has delicious donuts. We tried to find some potential yard sales, but we really didn't have any luck. We didn't really plan ahead. We were just like, I don't know when we're going to be getting up, so we'll figure it out after we get donuts. And other than that, I've just been kind of chilling. But yeah, as per the poll that was put out, the Sherlock Holmes Cthulhu game came out ever so slightly ahead. And so that's what we're doing. Additionally of note, I have made some slight alterations to the model. Nothing that I would say is a dramatic improvement. Some of it's change for change's sake because I like change. It's kind of a side grade, if nothing else. But it's also all sort of in an attempt to simplify the structure of the model, make it a little bit less full of bloat. One of the things I did was went and pulled out all of the like old stuff, the experimental stuff that I had done and like never executed on. So just like cleaned it all out. I updated Unity, all kinds of crazy stuff in that front, but ultimately that doesn't really turn into any meaningful changes. The two changes I have made so far are I've changed the eyes, which I don't know how long they'll stay like that, but I changed the eyes and I changed the back of the head so far. The back of the head needs some touching up because the particles do some weird stuff when I am looking to the side. So I gotta do something about that, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'll deal with it later. But generally speaking, model has had some poking and prodding done, and will kind of continue to have some poking and prodding, largely in efforts to simplify and make more efficient. That's some of the goal. But first and foremost, today we are here for some Sherlock Holmes. I have not ever actually played any of the Sherlock Holmes games. There's apparently a lot of them. There's literally an ad for more Sherlock games. So I don't really know what to expect out of the game. I kind of can have a pretty good estimation. Hey, Kappa. I can have a pretty good estimation as to what's going to come out of a Sherlock Holmes game. Sherlock Holmes has a pretty reliable structure that I anticipate will be the way it works. But this is Sherlock Holmes Cthulhu, so who knows? Though we did play the Sinking City, I think was the name of it, a while back, which felt a little bit like a Sherlock Holmes game in that you were like investigating the town that was, you know, full of Cthulian fish dudes. So that gave me a similar vibe, I anticipate. But let's find out. Obviously, I did start a game merely to find out if this was going to be ultra-wide or not. It wasn't. So now we can actually start a new game. Honestly, one of the best part of this is that it should have voice acting. I won't have to read everything. How exciting is that? So exciting. A penny farthing bicycle. A red line? Okay. Baker Street. Is this Sherlock or Watson? Or someone unrelated?
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that
Oh,
we can
that
limit
answers
the
that.
price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside
Checks
for
out.
this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the
Boy,
key
they're really,
to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
setting up their
Medically speaking, I often find
relationships
everything is good
immediately
in a bag.
for anyone who doesn't
Papers
know.
are here on the table.
Like this is how Sherlock treats Watson. There you go. Whoa, that's not what I meant. Hold on, let me turn up the game just to scotch over here. I could also do that in game. I was actually looking for, but this is none of these are settings or anything like that. Welcome to the game. Oh, thank you. Move around, interact. Got it. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Oh no, I am gonna have to read. Damn it. London Advertiser, September 28th, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Ilder. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Ilder's personal bodyguard. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late-night promenade. A spokesman for the police assures the Advertiser that they are confident the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at the gentlemen's clubs or the fair nightingales who comfort them.
Local
'Kay.
gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Uninteresting, but yet I had to read it.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes
Hooray.
insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Can I... Oh. Was that
Another
Vogel?
letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
Maybe they'd stop if you replied. Maybe that's how that works.
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that
Sounds
will
like
not
a HIPAA
do.
violation.
Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
Plus two. Plus two what? 6 out of 50. Hell does that mean? Oh. Okay. I have... That's wild physics. It's pinned in the middle, so I can't tip it over, but I can still push into it so that it tips partially. Well, that is... What else can I do that to? Oh. Wow. I don't know how those rattled out of their spot, but they did. Oh, another table that I can rattle around. Yes, let's go check the dustbin. Post haste. But first I'm going to run into all of the objects in the room to find out what I can do. Don't mind me.
Close, I know it. I just need one more piece to crack the case.
Okie doke. I feel like I should be.
Is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
I feel like I should be able to run. Oh, there's run. It's rainy today. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Open the casebook, navigate to the wardrobe, put on a hat. What's in your head? So much random ass flavor text. Bowler hat. What's on your head? Heyo. Fezzes are cool. That's not the right franchise, but that's fine. Headwear for fans of tautology. Deerstalker hat looks like it would suit you. Mm-hmm. Top hat. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me, heads up. Dustbin?
You
I'm
were
gonna spend a
mistaken,
lot of
Dr.
time
Watson.
inspecting
The
things.
paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil.
Well, isn't that unfortunate? What the heck is this?
A cactus spine. If
Oh,
it gets in
well,
your
thank you.
skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You?
It's a
That's madness.
cactus. You have no evidence that it was poison. It's just a cactus spine. Oh. There's the menu. Let me really just turn up voices. That's what I want to make sure that everybody can hear. Well, they're
Get
teaching me to
Get
run.
your copy of The Strand here. Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Well, then why were you
Boss.
yelling?
Then why are you still here?
Boss
See?
pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Well, I can respect that.
Any breaking news today?
The dog accident. It's the talk of the town.
Dock
Yes,
accident.
yes. Besides the tripe on the front page, anything
Oh.
about burglaries?
I'm not sure, sir.
What happened to my
You're a
newspaper?
bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely.
Yep, that
What
would
do you
be
know?
it.
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Am I gonna get to ask all of these? Does yellow mean that it stops the conversation, or does the yellow mean that it's important? Tell me
can you
about him.
describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive, hence the appeal of disguises.
Okay, I get to ask more.
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked
bang.
down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise.
Of course,
and all
sure,
I could
sure,
see
yeah.
was him kneeling at your door.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
Always have more shillings. A new question in your
Get the
mind
Strand.
palace.
Get your copy of The Strand here.
Inside, select relevant pieces of evidence to deduce the answer. This is an interesting looking mind palace. Who ruined the Strand? Cactus spine? I see. Okay, so we've got documents and testimonies. Interesting. So it's suggesting we need something blue and something green. London Advertiser. Or the testimony. No. Not correct. This is correct. The testimony is correct. What about the book from Barnes, then? No. Yes? Barnes, Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. That's a... I don't know. That's a pretty wild assumption. We could ask him, I guess. Maybe investigate that hypothetical, but I don't know if we're going to make such accusations so fast. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books. Oh, I forgot about the stack of books, honestly. And this morning, Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel from Dr. Watson. Cactus spine for assassination, a loud bang. Visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. All right, I'll give you that one.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his
Get the
scruples.
Strand. Get your copy
Not
of
every
the Strand
pawn knows
here.
it's part of a game.
Pin evidence for quick access. For the casebook, pin the evidence with a bookshop photo. Or
Get the Strand.
Okay. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. Pin? No, that's not what we want to pin. Book from Barnes. Pin that.
Get your copy of the Strand
Okay,
here.
so now we're... I mean, it is labeled with the name, so I guess it's not rocket science to find. It would be a lot easier if I had some kind of address, perhaps. What was that about? Did I find it? Okay, yeah, I got it. You can go away now. Boots and shoes. Boots and shoes and boots and shoes and boots and shoes. It's not as good as boots and hats. Boots and hats and boots and hats. Boots and hats is much better. Stanwix Manor. Okay, so that seems like I discovered a location. It's definitely popped up earlier about Barnes Bookshop. Oh. No, that's Pawn Shop.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Get up. It's like right here that it mentioned Barnes Bookstore. But this is not a bookshop. This is Farm Frame. Is it back here? No. Cobbler. Some houses. A dude pissing in an alley. You know how it is. Here we go. Barnes Bookshop. Okay. So it's around the corner at the end of the way there. Barnes. Here we go. Found it. Barnes Bookshop. We got there in the end.
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you?
Oh, it's
okay,
Watson.
perhaps from Cordona.
Observe. Ink. Newspaper ink. Interesting. Bags under eyes. The effects of overwork. Sure, sure. Oh. Leans heavily on his right leg. A sore left leg. Okay. I don't know what that tells us. High heels. Wants to look taller. Valuable. Interesting. I wonder if this is similar to the Sinking City, where it's not that what I'm trying to do here is identify the correct answer. I am essentially sort of willing the story towards one way or the other. Mr. Barnes has large bags under his eyes, the result of poor sleep and stress. He has developed a limp, likely the result of an attack. He wears high heels to look taller or stronger, presumably to deter future violence. Mr. Barnes is being threatened by someone and might be involved in a plot against me. Or Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and his large bags under his eyes as a result of long hours of intense work. He is not very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, even if the ink on his hands suggests he is the one who soiled a newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger plan without his knowledge. This feels more likely. I don't really know the impact of making a choice, so we're going to say workaholic. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp, and that's the thing that I just read. Except...
Mr. Barnes, a word.
So does that dictate reality?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Did he just run the F away? just pieced out. So fast they couldn't even animate it.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Yeah, he
Would you
just
care
pieced
to
the
answer
hell
some
out.
questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Oh, a month or
Come
two.
now, Mr. Barnes.
That's
It will only take
quite
a
some
moment.
time.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself
Important
to any
things,
book,
of course, of course.
Take it to pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor.
Investigate.
Let's find a way to coax him out.
I see. I can highlight interactables.
The ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Uh-huh. Okay, sure. A dog!
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Doggo.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Not going to comment on the fact that it appears to be hung askance. No? Okay. Or, okay. Apparently it is not notable, the interesting sigil on the cover of that one. The Exotic Plants Catalog. A catalog of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalog reads, Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love. Interesting. What do we have
Basics of
here?
Cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Cryptoanalysis. Cryptology and exotic plants. What the hell does that tell us? Power of love, blood, and man. Right? Really? We're not even going to be even a little bit curious about that one? What the hell am I trying to look at then?
Finest view London has to offer.
Is it, though? Maybe London just
In
sucks.
the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Interesting. Stack of books.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, what do you got to say,
Barnes has always
Watson?
been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
That's it. Okay, well. We tried. Back to the door.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Not helpful. Okay, have I missed something? The front door. Okay, So that's not necessarily helping me. Okay, so yellow is interactable. It does not necessarily imply vital. I was assuming it implied vital. Okay, so I've learned some stuff. Does that mean I can go into the Mind Palace? Why is Barnes acting so strangely? We have... we need blue. Book from Barnes, cactus spine, exotic plants, broken ladder, cryptology. I feel like cactus spine is relevant. Dead flowers on display. And then Mr. Barnes is involved with scheme? Okay, so the dead flowers on display, relevant. What about the advertiser? And then the cryptology book? Or the broken ladder? No. Cryptology book. Testimony. What? It seems like I'm supposed to have a document here. Okay, hold on. In each chapter, questions will arise in the course of your investigation. Questions are shown in the Mind Palace. Answer all questions to progress to the next chapter. Mind Palace tab, select the questions you want to answer. Just selecting a question, try to answer it by linking relevant evidence. The 3 categories. When all correct links have been made, the evidence will be combined and an answer revealed. Often you'll not have all the correct evidence, so keep investigating until you do. Answering it the first try grants you a bonus score. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is still relevant. Also, I didn't realize I could do this. Maybe I should talk to some of these folks over here.
The weather
Hello.
is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Well, they could, but a lot of them are under an awning, so that's not doing you much good. Doggo!
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know,
No.
not very original.
Okay. Let's ask the dog. Okay, so we have some, like, living flowers here.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine
cactus.
so. I merely sell them.
That seems relevant to my interest.
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
It feels like yes. Oh, wait. Hold on. Give me that back. There's a crack on the back.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Maybe a skull?
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Observe or leave. Wearing makeup for beauty or concealment. Distant look avoids eye contact. Or distracted. Mourning brooch. Honoring deceased husband. Luxury fabric. Unusual for work attire. Not to mention the dog. I just want to observe the dog. Clean boots. Changed shoes upon arrival. Interesting. Okay, so ready to move on. Miss Fleming wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her dress is made from exquisite fabric that is not suitable for work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. Her eyes constantly dart around the street, seemingly in search for something. Perhaps she's waiting for someone. While Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband, she is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she is dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. Or Mrs. Fleming uses makeup to hide her tear-stained cheeks. That makeup doesn't do that very well. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric that is not suitable for outside work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed them. While she tries to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly, she still wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her gaze, always staring off in the distance, reveals her emotional detachment. Taken as a whole, one must conclude that Mrs. Fleming is still reeling from her tragic loss. I think I like the ready to move on better.
Mrs.
Mostly
Fleming,
because I just don't
you
think
look
makeup would do a very good
particularly
job of
lovely today. Is there a
covering
reason?
crying.
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to
Simple
keep your keen
deduction,
eye
of
to yourself,
course.
Mr. Holmes.
Provide evidence? Huh?
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
I'm a little...
One of these
Cactus?
things is not like the other.
I was like, I don't... What am I asking
Come
here?
again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Well, that's weird. You're not the... Mrs. Fleming claims she doesn't know how the cactus appeared on her display. Not the least bit concerned about that, huh?
Are you sure
Roses?
you're asking the right person? I'm just
Nope.
a flower seller.
Yeah, that's why I asked you about the roses for sale. What the dead flowers on display?
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Interesting. Exotic plants catalog?
Are you sure you're asking the right
Damn
person? I'm just a flower seller.
Mr.
Are
Barnes?
you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is.
Excellent
of course,
question.
but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk
Specific
in the
kind
park
of
with
look?
my dog.
Hmm.
And most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy. So we
Doggo.
see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while
power
our
of
dogs played.
dogs.
He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Alright, I still gotta turn up the damn voices. Louder voices. Talk to me. Okay. So, can we go back to the old mine palace? Why is Barnes acting so strangely? So we've got dead flowers on display. Cactus in a cracked pot. Perchance. Then Mrs. Fleming on Barnes? Yas. Mr. Barnes is in love with Mrs. Fleming. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. He may hope she will come into his shop and give him watering advice, or it could simply be a symbol of his desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalog presents these cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the Strand outside 221 Baker Street. Now to hear the full story. That sounds not very nefarious.
Perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes.
Whoa.
We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've
Graphics are
learned.
freaking out a little bit. Hello.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
My paper or the cactus? Let's go with the cactus.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
He broke something.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured,
I'm
we
not
are
blaming
interested
you,
in
I'm
disclosing
just
your personal
observing.
affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
Oh, I mean, you can say that, but I'm pretty sure Sherlock is just gonna spout off about something stupid to Fleming any minute now.
You know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus in your paper.
How dare
Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions
You
were
are
rather
evil.
disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true.
Harsh, bro.
I am useless for this sort of
true.
thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
I suck so bad. What am I gonna
As
do?
in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the obtruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen?
Good strategy.
She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So
And maybe
at
don't
last,
overwork
we return
yourself
to
so
the
bad.
matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of the
She'll
Strand
say
here
no.
all
I mean,
along?
Well, naturally.
hey,
I am a bookseller.
as Sherlock
I have a
says, at least
subscription
you
to
are
every
freed
magazine
from
and newspaper in
purgatory.
London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
That might come in helpful later. Saltpeter explosion rocks docks. The dock be a rockin'. Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva, it's probably pronounced differently, had docked at Pier Inn 3 in the early evening, en route to Europe, when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The Port Authority is yet to comment on the incident. It is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
True.
There was supposed to be another
That did seem
burglary.
like
I
an
was certain of
overreaction.
it.
Hey, Whitney, how's it going?
Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition, and that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not
Welcome,
there.
Koala. Hello,
Yes.
hello.
It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
How are you
Indeed.
both doing?
The
How are your
not as
weekends
thrilling
going?
as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
He did try to bring this up earlier,
Yes,
actually.
I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story.
Missing
to launch
people
my
are
writing
interesting.
career, but
It's brilliant. Let's go.
oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Well, today we have picked up this Sherlock Holmes game, which we've just started and have essentially gotten no meaningful information yet. Yeah, Whitney, it's got some distinct similarities as far as I can tell in kind of the execution and the play style. Thus far, this one seems to not have combat to this point, which I think will probably be kind of the key difference. The other one turned into like some degree of action combat game. Sherlock, I don't think, is known for his martial arts prowess. So where was I just being directed? Am I going back to the house? Stenwick's mansion? Captain Stenwick. That's what we want. We'll pin that. Stenwick's Manor, so we know what it looks like. I have new lights. I do. So I have made some modest changes, largely around sort of efficiency and simplifying the model a little bit. I've changed the eyes as well as the back of the head a little bit. Although I need to update the back of the head because it's going a little bit awry when I look to the side. And I believe I now know why it's doing that, but it does a lot more floating over here than it's supposed to be. It gets a little bit off target. I was doing some relatively complicated things with those particles, so I can't say that I'm surprised they got a little bit goofy.
Not much further now.
Yeah, I've been making some changes. I intend to continue making a handful of changes now and then as I go forward. I'm trying to make some design updates and stuff.
Is this
the dating the Eldritch Horse. I've watched some playthroughs of that.
Sir,
Well, I assume the same game you're talking about. A game about that, and it was a good time watching it. I haven't played
Good
it
day,
though.
gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
Bosser's Gate. That is one of that does do that. That's true.
My missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles, and it's my superior.
Sergeant Ruffles?
This decision, sir.
What a name. Other
Have there
missing
been
people?
other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Yeah, sucker for love.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest
Bruh.
priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking
A
the law,
disappeared
we'll be sure to
person.
notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off.
Not a real
Best of
crime.
luck in your search.
You
Whatever.
heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Sure,
Ah,
I could
yes.
find him.
Quite right. Fire away.
When did he
When did you
vanish?
last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
I don't like this. I don't like this escaped thing. That does not give me good vibes about your servant.
Tell me about Kimahir.
Servant feels like
A
a
Maori,
unfortunate
all the way from
euphemism at the
New
moment.
Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
I don't
May I see your servant's
like
portrait?
this.
His shack is in the garden.
Actually.
You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of
He
course.
has a shack.
But only to check he wasn't lying
Great.
dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Had he run away before?
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the
Undoubtedly.
city. I think it was
Oh,
all the
yes.
noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in
boy.
the first place.
I mean, it
Is
is
there any reason Kimahir may have left?
it is
I
a
should
different
think not.
era, but
He had all he
Jesus.
could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Gainful employment.
Did Kimahir make off
You
with
say so.
anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have
Freaking
had
Sergeant
some
Ruffles.
money on
What a
his person.
name.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the
Well,
mansion.
I guess
Go
wages
ahead.
are is
I'll be here,
good.
mentally drafting my complaint.
Okay, have fun with your complaint. Looking for a shack. I'm looking for a shack. I'm looking for a shack. Is there anything out here even to look at? A teapot. A hat. Some cheese? Just a plate of cheese. Okay. Sure. Officer balls. That's sergeant balls. I'll have you know. What's this? What the hell's this? What am I looking at? Keep print. I
Looks like a knee print.
Oh, knee print.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Chewing tobacco. Someone
Gross.
knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Yeah. Sherlock can use imagination to reconstruct the past. Press RB to see imagination nodes. Allow me to enter the world of imagination. Oh. Okay, I see. We're constructing. We're constructing. Oh. What am I? Parallel tracks. Wheels.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh.
Uh-huh. Really? Nothing to say about this goofy-ass drawing? Not relevant? Okay. Oh, but what have we here? A rag.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Well, that's not a very nice thing to do. What am I looking at? I mean, it's a
Impressive.
face
The
print.
central grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Okay. I guess that's one way to read that situation. Sure. Just another demonic. Yeah, you know. Ordinary, everyday demonic symbolism. You see it all over the place. It's not a big deal. Well, we actually don't know yet. We actually have no indication that some sort of Eldritch abomination is involved at all yet.
A small Navy spyglass.
Okay, so Navy spyglass. That tells us what exactly? Doesn't like his hat. I picked this hat. It's a fine hat. What do you got against top hats? Oh. Okay, a musical instrument. For a second I was like, a
A
potato?
Maori nose flute. Gurus, they're called.
A nose flute?
Clothes made of hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
I mean, have you seen the shack? He kinda sucks.
No air coming through it. Is this a tanny farm?
Oh, now we
Maori
care
or
about the thing on the wall, huh?
something else?
You know, I'd given you a
Either
way
way, it's
closer
giving me
look.
chills.
Now you care.
A scrap of hessian.
Box?
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Uh-huh. Okay, okay. It's not my fault. Anytime there's a delay in comments, that's just YouTube being a bastard. I can do nothing about that sort of thing, unfortunately. It's all up to, like, YouTube and the API and how quickly they're sending information around to the various things listening to it. I could be extremely delayed as well. Oh no. Actually, we're fine. I don't know why the game had a wild stutter there, but it's fine. Oh, I can go through the door. I don't know why I keep thinking that I'm like gonna be stuck where I
This lock is quite
am.
unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
A lock with an unusual keyhole. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. That YouTube is a little bit notorious for having a pretty shit chat. Oh, don't worry. The game being delayed, that happened. Like that one, that also happened to me. That had nothing to do with stream.
Makes a servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone?
Yeah, he kinda sucks, doesn't he? Don't love it. Not a cool guy. Ooh, wait, hold on. I saw something. Something was glowing. Here we go. I see. Okay, so can I... Okay, so... What is that?
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
Where's the secret tunnel? Is getting apparently pushed into some grain? Is that the secret tunnel? What exactly am I looking for here? Well, yeah. So Sherlock Holmes has always been like, has been flirting the line with being supernatural, honestly. Provide evidence. Because it's like, he's like, do I still have the panic worm? I should have the panic worm in there. Because Sherlock Holmes has always been like as close to supernatural as you can get, while like not having technically any mystical powers. He's just like special and shit, right? Like that's his thing. And also, it's interesting the degree to which any game that requires investigation, right? Oh, you know, I should just make worm work. Hold on, let me update that. Because that makes an awful lot of sense to just have worm make that happen. I do love the panic worm. Panic. Oh, it should. Panic worm. Oh. No, it doesn't. Worms. I should just make panic work. Why doesn't panic just work? All right. There. That should be easier to use now. Okay, so provide evidence. So what did we see? We've got his shack.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Really? You don't want to you don't have anything to say about that, huh? Nothing to say about the fact that somebody... Okay, sure, whatever.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Bruh. Shut up.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Oh, distracting. He couldn't keep his eyes off his donger, apparently.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Interesting.
Where on earth
No?
are you going with this?
Clues in the garden. Chewing
Has
tobacco?
Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled
Whose
Kimmy
was
here's
it?
expenses since he struggled with the currency.
Oh, really?
I would
Interesting.
have known if he used tobacco.
Oh, okay. Sure. That's not a wild-ass thing to say.
Where on earth are you going with this?
No, not interested in that. Okay.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I
Okay,
wouldn't have
I
the
see.
foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous.
Oh, so you
Not
control
that it
his
matters.
expenses.
He spent his life barefoot.
So you know he doesn't use
Despite my
chewing
best
tobacco,
efforts,
but
he
you
simply
don't
did
know
not
what
take
shoe
to
size he
shoes.
is. You didn't buy him shoes? Come on, man. Yeah, it probably what. Well, and so it's really interesting, Koala, your question there, especially because like the real answer is that I don't know, and I bet a lot of like that's something that the pop culture depictions of this time period like obfuscate. You actually have to like no, you have to like investigate and ask questions to like get an idea of that. Just because like you ask about like plumbing, basic stuff, and I'm like, I'm not really sure in a city like this what the bathroom situation was like. Like, I don't know what plumbing was like during this period. Like, surely they had some degree? But it's so common that they just leave all of that stuff out. Like, they don't talk about bathrooms and shit. I'm like, I'm kind of curious, actually. How bad was it? What's your shoe size, Phantom? I don't know. I don't control your expenses. I don't buy your shoes. I mean, the average is what, like 9? What is the average shoe size, actually? Oh, the frame stutter. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why is the game like this? Why is the game? Please. Please. All right, shockingly, none of that converted into dropped frames on stream. I don't quite know what the dealio with that was, however. I guess let's just quality DLSS it. Maybe that'll help. I have no explanation for the stuttering. It seems entirely arbitrary. Are we good? I think we're okay. Okay, so now what can we watch? Next. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So we have mystery person, who we assume is here with the spyglass. Okay. 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 This is what we've learned, right? So then if we come in here, what are our other possibilities here? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mystery guy. I like how he's like just flamboyantly snapping. Okay, guy dragging him, stumbles over that, falls into the grain. That seems possible. Hold on, what's going on here? Oh, I hadn't looked here. Hold on. We got some chicken bones.
Mutton chops. The remains of a meal.
My mistake, mutton chops. Yeah, I have not gotten a... What is going on here?
A heavy chemical odor.
Whoa.
Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Yeah, cram this up there.
I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
Cool, cool, cool. Love that for all involved, I guess.
The ashes are long since...
Yeah, I'll get to Doom Dark Ages at some point. Probably a little bit in the future. I am hearing relatively mixed things about it, which is unfortunate. I don't know what the deal is with that. Yeah, Koala, he's just standing in a shack. Because, like, Dr. Watson can't see him, all of the mystical green shit that he's imagining with his mind. And he's just in here like, ha! Hua! Yeah! It's just like, wait. It's all part of the process. All part of the... He's just like, wah! Pooh! Hey! It's like, okay. Okay, Sherlock. Ooh, wait. I have... What have we here? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Maybe. But what if... Yeah, surely it was thrown in and then covered. That makes much more sense. Entirely possible, Koala. I really have no idea. Like, I haven't looked into any of it. I've just gotten the vibe that people are... I don't know. Saying stuff. Okay. So what else do we have?
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
I don't think he escaped, bro. Accomplice for an escape is an interesting way to say got kidnapped. Can we ask what's his nuts back here about any of this stuff? Hey, Broseph.
Why are you still here?
Shut up. See, now you're yellow again.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
Whiskey, you say? I don't need any whiskey. Okay, so there's got to be more... We've got two more steps in this process. Did I just say what's his nuts? Yeah, what's his nuts? You
This
know.
lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to
Oh,
the
what's
right.
his nuts? Oh, what's his name and such? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Right. Okay, so can I leave? What if I check the other side? That is an odd saying. Well, yes. It's also an old saying, so very befitting of my old ass. All right, so can I can't come over here. I think that's it over there that I'd want to get to. Anything?
Yes, Denwick is no angel,
Shut
but
up,
he's
man.
one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
Okay, so nothing is out here. What exactly... Yeah, Phantom knows what's up. Oh, wait, hold on. Mind Palace. I forgot about the Mind Palace. Where does the trail lead? Spyglass. Chewing tobacco. And... trail? Surely that's it. It isn't. I don't know jack shit about it, apparently. Never heard the version of nuts. Yeah, I mean, it's been around for a goddamn while. Off in the chimney. What? A lock with an unusual keyhole? Nope. You know. Oh, wait. Okay, the strand. That is the correct. That's one of the pieces. Give me his shack, perhaps? I'm literally out of blue things to say. Okay, well, that didn't help. This is a bit challenging to understand sort of the scope of what they're trying to get me to do. Also, literally, what do you want me to look at, man? Those have been checked. Anything else out here? Like, I can't... Water? Yeah, we're really still ramping into the mystery. The difficulty in understanding what they want me to look at is kind of annoying. Because, like, I don't understand what else you expect me to be doing right now, gang. Like, I'm out of damn clues over here. But I can't get through this damn door.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
And so I can't get through the door to go check where the damn tracks go. Is there anything else that I can see in this weird focus mode that was never explained to me? And I'm kind of just like making shit up about it? You got anything to say?
This appearance is intriguing. No, I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Same. Same, my man. It just doesn't feel like I have enough interaction points. Clearly something is missing. But no one will talk to me or interact with me.
This dreary rain is making a miserable day even worse.
Sure is. So are you. Well, yeah, and I asked him to let me have a key, and he's just like, nah, fam, you're just gonna go do what I told you. And it's like, what? Snape says that only he and Camilla have the key to this unique lock. Someone blocked the chimney pipe. There are fresh parallel tracks. Okay, so let's try branching out a little bit. What about where would I find anything? I don't know.
Can I ask you a question?
Anybody see anything?
Sorry, but I can't help you. Try asking someone else.
Well, freaking rude, much. Talk to me. Talk to me, man.
Excuse me, just one question.
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
You don't know that? I have not asked the question yet.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
What exactly am I asking them about? If I switch up here... Hey, Scobolts. Maybe it's...
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Is it like if I have this up, does it ask people about the evidence that I currently have up? What's this?
unnaturally bent legs, yet they look to be a design choice.
Uh-huh. What the hell's the point of this?
Seems to be for me.
Welcome to the hunt. Hey ho! Street pigeons and rainworms. Another treasure hunt is upon you. With a clue in hand, it's up to you to find all the dolls.
A treasure hunt?
A
Used to do
collectible.
lots of those in my childhood for myself and...
Is it a call for help? A bad joke?
or both. Better not risk leaving this matter ignored, don't you think?
New case. Dreams of children. Also, it's not good when a horse just like lays on the ground like that. Are you okay? Cat. Cat. Okay.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you. This disappearance is intriguing, no? I
Okay, so
cannot
you don't
make
seem
head
to...
nor tail of it.
Yeah, well, thanks. Very helpful. Me neither. I don't know what I'm supposed to be investigating at the moment. The only guy with interesting things to say has stopped saying interesting
Are you
things.
stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering.
Wow.
And go and do your job.
Wow. Real cool. It all seems to be implying that everything should be here. I agree with you, Koala. And I always end up sort of asking the questions when I'm in these parts of like, is this my fault? Or is there like a fundamental lack of clarity in the game? It's like my means of interacting are so limited. Like I can't... Oh, damn. That's not at all what I thought was on the other side of this. Holy shit. Where the hell is that? That's totally... Hold on a thing. Hold on. Okay. There's a broken old cart in the garden, but it is unlikely to have been used recently. Okay. Great. That was pretty minimally useful. Ooh, whoa. Right. Okay, here we go. I found it. I found it. Pile of logs.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Okay. That was painful. Uh-huh. I'm gonna guess, yeah, that seems like what we're working with. Okay, so then I have one last remaining clue bitlet. Like, step in the process, if you will. Let's go see if we can ask Stenwick any more questions. Well, yeah, partially that quality. The big thing is, like, I don't understand why I didn't see that marker before. Because, like, I feel like I'd looked in that direction. Like, how did it not cross my vision before? Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, there's a thing. Well, I guess the big part is that I haven't been walking around in this sort of, like, focus mode. Seemingly enough. Because obviously, new things can be revealed this way. I'm a little surprised at the fountain. is not anything. I really feel like the last step is going to be out this door somehow, but I can't get out this door somehow because they are unwilling to work with me and help me get out. It's like we got all the steps in the process. All the steps. In here. I guess we don't know where this guy initially comes from. Like, how did this guy get here? Who are they? And then we don't know what happens when they pass this door. But notably, our like focus tracker across the top here is only present in this little area. So like, obviously that's the area of focus. I really just kind of wish that I could jump over something. Like, have you considered jumping, Sherlock? I'm so unused to a game that just is like, nah, man, you have no ability to get over this.
The key should be bent to the right.
Yes, yes, yes. Does that mean then? Can I find that key? Because our missing person is supposed to have that key. Did he leave the key? I mean, it's not... He does not have a whole lot of places to put the key. I would have thought maybe it was at the end of this, but it was already grayed out, like I'd finished looking at it.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Got anything new to say there, Watson?
This disappearance is intriguing.
No, you do not.
Head, not tail of it.
You are still extremely unhelpful. Okay, how do we get this last piece of the puzzle? Yeah, this game is kind of doing the thing that I don't love about general, like, point-and-click games. Because it's like, yep, you gotta click on every single damn thing just because there's not a sufficient rhyme or reason into how, like, things are organized or what can happen. It's just like, yeah, I guess I'll look at literally everything in the whole world because it might be the thing they want me to look at. I don't know. Okay, so this is still not that. It's that waterfront part at the end that is the other side of that gate. Alright, you know what? Rather than take forever, I'm going to look it up online and we're going to see how stupid we are. And that might inform our ability to find things later. Sherlock the Awakened. Stenwick. Chapter 1. Stenwick's Manor. Okay, right. Right. Shed. Yep. Got them. Got those. Wow, okay. Well, that is not something I would have been expecting. Now we're learning, I guess. we are learning. Okay, so here's what I learned. So we pin this because we need. I was right in looking for the key. I was just not right in where I should have expected to find it. Because it's... I didn't look too closely. I just... Bro, I know that they are not showing this shit immediately. They are not putting these symbols up immediately. I passed that thing so many times. Okay. Apparently they're giving me the opportunity to find it myself and feel satisfied or whatever. Nope. It's probably that one. Is this really me getting the opportunity to set reality, or am I supposed to be figuring out the truth? Because this feels like it's obviously the case that he got kidnapped, right?
The intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
I think it does. Okay. So I guess we go report up here. All right. Well, I did not think to look at that very wall. We gotta put our freaking thinking eyeballs on, because good God, they are expecting us to be paying
You'd best
keen
have found
attention.
something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir, likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier.
He's not concerned somebody was
Several
watching him.
explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
This guy kind of
You
sucks.
said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
You are not.
I won't
You're
keep
not
you
working
in suspense
like a
any
team
longer,
here.
Captain.
You.
Kimahir was abducted by the
You're
owner of the
annoying.
spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why?
I only
Whoops, I didn't mean
arrived
to do
a
that.
moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so
Yeah,
much.
if you knew all that, you
Every
could have told me that
second you've
shit.
gone here, waiting for me to stroke your ego is another second wasted. I'm
hate this
not
guy.
interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Ooh, I don't like him. I kind of want to like.
Captain,
Yeah, we're gonna be
you are
sassy.
so
We're full of
addled
sauce.
by delusions of competency that you miss the blindingly obvious. Without the assistance of others, you are utterly incapable. Kimahir endured your nonsense far longer than I will. The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for
Damage
a
control,
reason.
damage
The
control.
intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that.
I
Here you
did
go.
ask for that
I hope
earlier.
you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Gonna freaking teach you the art of a fat lip. Ass. Okay, can I unpin? There we go. That's better. Wait. Okay, camera, you need to relax, because that was wild. Did the things show up here only because I had the right clue pinned? Is that it? Ah. Can you eat the meat? Please do. He's an ass. Also, he has an uncomfortable degree of freaking servitude out of this guy, and I don't like that. That's unpleasant behavior. Oh, sure. Now the cart's just gone. Now I can just walk back here. Sure. I was trying to walk back here the whole time. I didn't need a key. I just needed to step over this stupid cart. What is this? Cigarettes?
Many cigarette butts. Someone stood here for hours.
That's a lot of ass. Cigarette ass.
A large pile of horse droppings. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
Oh, no. I see. Interesting. I think we are crafting the story as we go. Because I had selected that it was an abductor, not Kamihia himself escaping, we couldn't come back here because the game didn't know which set of clues to put forward yet. So, like, this stuff couldn't have been in place properly because they needed to know which path we had chosen to go down in order to continue that sort of investigation story arc. Interesting.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
Sailor's knot. Roy Soulsby.
Could that be the name of our man?
I don't know.
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor? Well, it's
Doctor?
odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter. Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Saltpeter? There was a ship leaking saltpeter.
Wheels picked up
That
grass along the way.
exploded.
Kimihia's cart, I gather.
Investigation scene completed. You don't say. Hey, a doll. Can I?
What does it say?
Give me that. What does it say? Do I have to have the right thing? Little boy doll. There's a T. Calling card, wallet, unlock trail. Welcome to the hunt.
What is it?
Well, I mean, it has the A.
No seams or
leg.
torn fabric on this doll. Likely one-legged by design.
There we go. Hey ho, street pigeons and roof ravens. Another treasure hunt is upon you. With a clue in hand, it's up to you to find all the dolls. Okay, so this one seems to be pointing to a wheelbarrow in the park. What, 7? No, that's a 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo-hoo. Spiral it. Over here. You know, I don't know why I just keep exploring places, because if I'm not in an investigation, exploring is not helpful. I just can't help it. Too long have I been playing games that have drilled into me the necessity of exploration. How about we have ourselves a little style change, huh? I don't know why I have all of these styles, but I do. Put on a little bit of an overcoat. We're outside. Seems necessary. Why does the hair look so terrible? So blinky. Fake Bruce's, no makeup. Great. Oh, I can change Watson's too. Oh, there you go, Watson. I'm gonna give you a nice overcoat and hat out here in the rain. Ah, there you go. Now we're properly prepared for the weather. Well, look at us go. I guess I should probably Mind Palace this Steely Bopper. But why? But why? Why? Hold on. I gotta... Hold on. I'm fixing it. I gotta save first. I can't just Alt F4. Let me. Just give me a minute. Give me a second. Come on. It's on fire. It's on fire for everybody. Save. Great. Okay, now we Alt F4. Abandon ship. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think I might have realized what does that. I mean, fundamentally, I know that it is my horseshit NVIDIA GPU. I think it might be tied into the use of DLSS, though. So I'm just gonna turn that shit off. We're just gonna... Why is there... Oh, hold on. Is... I don't know what the higher setting is. Is it epic? Or is it highest? Low, medium, high, highest. Something higher than highest. Why are you like this? Okay, I think it's trying to use NVIDIA DLSS is the thing that screws me over. We're gonna try to keep this moving along without turning off the model. No. Abductor's trail. Sailor's knot. Bro! Okay, wallet with saltpeter, maybe. He has abduction. Okay, so the wallet with saltpeter is correct. Maybe I don't have all the answers I need. What are the notable features of the abductor? We got a sailor's knot, we've got a calling card, and we have a footprint. Damn it. How is the calling card not relevant? There's the spyglass. Abductor is a sailor. Particular knot, a spyglass, and the footprints of a working man's boots. They all add up to one conclusion. The abductor is a sailor. Where does the trail lead? The strand, wallet with saltpeter, footprints, cloth in the chimney. Oh, wait. Abductor is a sailor. There we go. I had to answer the other question first. Kimihia's trail leads to the port of London. We now know that Kimihia's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, that his wallet bears saltpeter residue, and that there was a recent saltpeter accident in the port of London. Everything suggests that to find Kimihia, we must head to the port of London. There is no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab to the port of London immediately.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident, Doctor, do you recall?
I have
Port of London, of course.
an inclination to believe
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
that these are no ordinary sailors or abductions. How... cab?
Where to, Gav? The port of London,
Oh.
please. I will
Found
show
one.
you where to stop.
That was easy. Chapter 1 complete. I guess. 2. The Blood Red Knight. Well, that is... okay, then.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
Oh, I assure
One
you,
kidnapping does not a story make.
it's gonna get weirder.
Stop. A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
Do not
Ah,
take you
yes,
for the
superstitious goober.
type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer
Yeah,
footing
your
in reality.
feeble mind.
Perhaps, before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more
This is
dire.
details. You
The
said
man's
you're
words
not
came
getting
to
into
me.
details. This is
I said a
definitely
prayer,
details.
Placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. For without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimihia?
An excellent question. Why have they abducted him? Well, I can ask bystanders about a piece of evidence. Press to open the casebook, pin the evidence, and then speak to someone. Okay, so that is what I was doing. Okay, so we pin that. And then we can just talk to any random yahoo, and they will comment on the piece of... Watson, I guess I should believe you in your superstitions, considering you can
satisfy my
apparently teleport.
curiosity?
I think I can help you.
Man usually wanders close to the dockyard.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
He's too busy eating beans. Maybe. I don't know what you're eating. Looks like a can of beans. I do enjoy a good can of beans. I'm not actually gonna throw shade on that. Baked beans, black beans, green beans. I do like beans. And they're good for you.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Okay. Can you help me, cat? No. Well, that's just rude. Can usually be found near the dockyard.
Do you know anything about
Got any
As
info?
I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Okay. Mr. Jamaican accent. Beans where they're not supposed to be. The Eldritch bean. Oop, hold on, that's a note on the wall. What do you have to say for yourself? Excuse me. Help! Gervish missing for a week. Please tell if you see him. Ask Daya in Port Shantytown. Red rag over house entrance. I forgot that I was looking for dolls in the other act. I don't know if I can go back or anything.
It sounds as though those people will need my help.
Who is in need of help?
Hello, this is Dr. Watson. We'll take a look at your friend.
You gonna do anything there, Dr. Watson? Okay, take your time. Take your time. Get on in there. Oh, he's not looking so good. A boot.
Freshly dug up treasures, it seems.
Everything ends up in a river. It's a good thing these people take something from it.
Colored skin. Severe blistering. Initial stages of necrosis. That doesn't look like tasty water at all.
The water has a curious whitish tinge to it.
I don't know if that's really the color I was concerned about. If I'm being honest.
The subject is hyperventilating. He has a pale face and dilated pupils. Dilated pupils, decolorized skin, necrosis. What do you make of this, Doctor?
All signs point towards acute poisoning. It could possibly be due to chemicals. I won't jump to any conclusions yet.
Uh-huh. So what are you gonna do about it?
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame them for staying home.
Okay. Call for help. Examination of a mudlark reveals signs of poisoning. Better to look for the source of contamination upstream. Okay. Which way is...
Coffin won't go away and the
I've
doctor's
died.
too pricey.
I just walked into the water and died. What is upstream exactly? Is it this way? I don't know which way the dock is. Oh, well that's not
food
helping.
Carries danger, but not of the kind that we witnessed.
Okay, well, you say so, man. How about that?
It's been decomposing for weeks. If this were the origin of the disease, it would have started
Is that a
sooner than
dog?
a few days ago.
Well, that's too bad.
The waterway goes under the buildings. We'll need to find other open sections in order to continue our search.
Oh, okay, sure. Source of the disease must be found upstream.
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
go through here, perhaps? Well, I've a new case.
Must be serious.
Man, I really just abandoned that case. Maybe I can talk to the cab and go back. I don't want to just leave. I don't want to leave that doll case just totally undone. Sorry if you can hear background sounds. We got a friend over and they just got back from dinner. And we've got her dog here, so doggo can be rowdy. Broken through by force recently. Cart tracks fell sideways.
A recent cart
under
crash.
the weight pressure. Oh, that's probably not good.
Phenol,
Spade chemicals.
a dangerous substance often used as a sanitizer, coming from Spade Chemicals.
Dead fish.
The fish's scales have decolorized. What a disaster.
Well, we've seen that in somebody else. Oh. What's this? Memo to employee. Brian, never load this trolley with more than half the weight of Danny Nutcracker, or 200 pounds at a time. She did the Mexican flamingo with Joshua, and the poor thing is not running well since... The trolley, that is. Joshua broke long ago. Also, the ship from Barbados asked for 1 ton of phenol, so let's hurry up. IB Spade Chemicals Incorporated. What a bizarre note. Alright, well, we found it.
It's a large harbor. If our kidnapper is hiding here...
That's not what I was asking about, Watson. Okay, so then... I guess we just return to the guy. I mean, cold comfort that we know what's wrong with him if we can't fix it. He's just gonna have to deal with death, I suppose. Shantytown. Where am I exactly? Oh, I'm up here at the warehouse. Okay, so I gotta go back. It looks like there's only a single path across that little creek. I don't know if they're just gonna make me have to actually remember how to get around. They're doing it the old-fashioned way, where I've got a map, but they're not telling me where I am on the map, so we have to actually be good at directions, which honestly, that's fine. I'm just out of practice. Too much GPS available, and you forget how to navigate, actually. Oh, no, there's a second way around. It looks like we can cross at the oceanfront, at the docks. This feels like not at all the correct location. Oh, wait, I take that potentially back. Heyo, found it. Back to the shantytown. We're back. Oh. Wait, Mind Palace. No. That's not helpful.
Excuse me, just one question.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Do you know anything about this? I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Okay, but like who?
How can I help? I could try and flag someone down.
Did I give up too soon? I was pretty sure we had found the answer with that phenol. Can I fast travel? I can fast travel. Well, I'll be damned. Maybe it was more to the north that we... It's rude that they won't even give me a compass. Okay, where am I right now? I went to the south. So this should be heading to the north here. Perhaps we need to go visit Spade Chemicals. Perhaps that is what they want me to do. You know, maybe this is an indication to me that I should just give up on the side objectives, because I'm already wandering around an awful lot aimlessly. I don't love source of the
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Source of the D's must be upstream, which we've found. Perhaps Watson could help. Courthouse 2 was the subject of a search for the police after a report about ghosts. Card accident. The inscription reads phenol property of... Okay. What about this?
If we stay out much longer,
No,
I'm going to
you
need some
don't.
supper.
You don't tell me
Do you
anything
feel like a
new.
meat pie?
Okay, so... Okay. I'm getting the impression that... something about these symbols. So this was something I had to ask people around. This one is new. Is that what the people symbol is? This also has a talk symbol, though. Can I ask some questions? Do you know anything?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Of course I know.
Oh.
To cut a long story short.
Okay. The Spade Chemicals building is located at Warehouse 5. Okay, so... I guess if it's got the people symbol, it means that we need to ask about it. Yes, and now the details have gone. Okay. Interesting. Okay, warehouses have no numbers on the map. Warehouse 5, 7, 6. There's 4. Looking for 5. That's 12. That's a very different direction. 11. Hold on. Was it just on the other side of this passage? Is that my issue? 6, 7. No. 3, 4. Bro, where the hell's 5? Excuse me? Ten, 9, 8. Three, 4, 6. What is this number system, guys? Guys. And then 12. Why are you like this? Who has done this? Unbelievable numbering scheme. What about down this way? That's 11 again. Bro, this is incredible. Unbelievable organization, guys. Just wandering around the docks like a dumbass.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Where's 5?
Anyone here knows the answer? You should ask someone else.
But 5. This is 12. This is 4. This is 6. I feel like... Nope, this is 3. Ah! This is causing me physical pain. Oh, this is 2. Hey, bro.
Good evening, Constable. I heard
is
some
another
people
thing.
talking of ghosts in this warehouse.
Gossips, all of them. An old lady neighbour saw some lights and ghostly shapes in the middle of the night. She heard music too. Turns out this was the warehouse of Grandpa Cooter.
Young Watson or young
business with theater props
Sherlock?
for scary shows. I went in and
Sherlock has historically been unlikable, though. He's kind of an ass. Watson's just unhelpful.
Do you mind if I take a look inside?
Not at all. It's like Madame Tussauds, only worse. I'll be on the beat round the pub for the
Madame
rest of the
Tussauds,
night.
but worse. What does that mean?
Good night, sir.
Okay, well, I can go back in there to do ghost investigation. Oh, what's this? Pool
Human
water.
waste. Despite looking fairly hazardous, I doubt it could cause such acute poisoning.
Despite looking fairly hazardous? Despite being fairly hazardous. 5!
Barrels of phenol from your company ended up in the canal. It has poisoned people. You will need to clean it up properly. Otherwise, we will inform the authorities.
What the? We will call the cleaning brigade immediately. I hope this can stay between us.
Boy, I don't think that's how that outcome would have come down, actually. I think he would have been way worse. Watson? He's been not helpful. That's about all, really. He does like to trauma dump, though. That's a Watson thing. Okay, did I, like, do the thing, though? Card accident. Oh, look, you're still waiting for instructions. Okay, so I guess that going back and talking to them is the conclusion to that. Alright, well, while I'm here, I guess I'll look at the haunted warehouse. Because I can't help myself but stick my nose into mysteries.
An effective contraption. It still works.
Uh-huh. We've got some lights. And some... I'm very rapidly understanding why some people might think that that's haunted. Like, I just... Seeing that, and it's like, oh yeah, some people... Bro, could this be any more intentional? Rectangular imprint.
There was a
wooden
box in
splinter.
the coffin. It was removed quite recently.
Box. Oh, hey, priestess. How's it going?
They opened the casket and left marks.
Uh-huh. I'm starting to get the idea of why they mentioned, like, Madame Tussauds. Because I think that was, like, a show. Okay, what else is there to inspect? What am I missing here? Oh.
A herbal odor with an acylic base. Liquor?
Smells like booze. Probably somebody chilling in the casket. We got some footsteps. Well, what do we got over here? We got some paint. Some wacky ass paint.
Phosphorus, used recently.
Phosphorus. Boots.
Where is this going?
Boots. Boots. I don't think that's how that happened, my man. I can envision some alternatives. Oh, I can actually move shit.
Who is this intended to scare?
Banana? Perhaps for scale. Empty space, missing crates.
Several crates are missing.
What's the deal with the missing boxes? Is this like a front for something?
No brand or markings. It looks like a bulk product.
It's like there's clearly a setup
Bottles of various shapes
intended
and
to
sizes.
frighten.
I detect a mix of chemicals and aromas.
But was that why people were showing up? Or... What does that mean? Or were they doing something
small cart
illicit
left
that
those
they
tracks.
were covering the tracks of? So, like, manufacturing booze?
That's most likely the ghost the old lady saw through the window.
Yeah, you think? Okay, so I have a hypothetical, but it's not the only hypothetical. How can I... Oh, here we go. There, that's more like it.
Somebody had fun.
Okay, so this should update this, right? Yeah, see? Boots on the wall. Then do I have an updated this? Yes. See, this seems much more likely. What we're working with is some black market boots. What's the alternative here?
Inspired by the legend of Sleepy Hollow.
So that should be this. Right. So we would use this. As we're doing the not actually summoning ghosts. Thank you very much. Doing the boozeteria while keeping people afraid is my assumption. No, I don't have this correct. Fine. I still think that would be a decent way to ship things in a
Somebody
subtle
played
way.
with phosphorus to give the illusion of ghosts or ectoplasm. In reality, they were here
Smuggle,
to mix
that's
a few
what I was looking for.
ingredients and prepare a solution of some sort.
Booze.
Then they took a box hidden inside the casket,
With booze.
and they left through that gate with a small cart.
Probably. Oh, I can just exit. Someone is using the... Yep, uh-huh. Their cart can be tracked to find out more. Ah, I see. So now I can follow them. Somehow? Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Tippett's electric pectobrain. Patent medicine of the future.
This is a patent medicine. A quick fix at an expensive price that drags the patient slowly into death.
Snake oil. Is there anything further in here? Oh, perhaps I can ask someone. It's got the little people symbol on it.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Have you ever heard of this shit?
Of course I have. Sure.
Thank you. Dr. Tippett's eclectic pectobrain can be found in shanty towns. It is dispensed in a yard to the sick and suffering. I see. Shantytown, you say? Whoa! Whoa! Where are you guys coming from? Just apparating out of nowhere. Oh, hey, it's a shantytown. How convenient. Well, first and foremost, we should be able to talk to you guys.
Gentlemen, the doctor here and I have found the source of the contamination. Spade Chemicals will take care of it.
That's pretty good news.
Take care of it.
But how long will it take? And what about a friend? Will someone pay for his treatment?
Yeah, like,
Pressurize
he's
the
dying.
But for now, get rid of the stained clothes and rinse any phenol-affected skin. No one else should touch the canal today.
Thank you, we'll do that.
Feel like those
Let's
two?
go to the chief doctor for help.
Those two over there? Maybe we want to get the two out of the water? No? Alright.
What are you looking at? Do you like to watch our man suffocates himself for food?
No. I was just asking about the Dr. Tippett's, actually.
Could you help me?
I wish I could be of help, but I can't. Sorry.
Okay. Dr. Tippett's. So what, do I just need to talk to the guard guy? Who is no longer here.
Excuse me, just one question.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Okay, so they don't seem to be interested in explaining this one. So... did get a new something? Plague Doctor! Plague Doctor! Now that's the Sherlock I know. Sure, we'll go with that. Good old classic Sherlock Holmes. The Plague Doctor. Dr. Tippett's eclectic pectobrain, patent medicine of the future. Is dispensed in a yard to the sick and suffering. Oh. In a yard. Okay, so with somewhere within Shantytown. In a yard. Not specifically... Okay.
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Are you able to help me?
Mr. Pectobrain?
Knows the answer. Should
No.
ask someone else.
You are not Mr. Pectobrain. dispensed in a yard. What kind of yard? The Cursed Mermaid. This is less yard than ever.
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
I've seen worse.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just here now. Hello.
Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
I don't think I want to talk to this freaky guy.
My colleague and I are seeking a burly man, above average height, with workman's boots.
Half my customers, then. Your description hardly narrows things down.
Right, evidence?
Are you
Calling
familiar
card?
with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here.
Uh-huh.
Have you been drinking?
Shut up.
What do you know about this poster?
A foreign woman asked to put it up. She's plastered them all over the port.
Any clues as to her whereabouts?
None. It was hard to understand what she was saying.
Observe? Oh, right. That's what they mean by observe. Pale, chapped lips. Cat! Belly a bit distended. Oh, wait. Oh. Pocket square? Vomit stains. Morning sickness. Oh, Pregnantes? Trousers a little too tight. Barmaid is in the early stages of pregnancy, hence the slightly distended belly and hints of morning nausea. Chapped lips and a pale face indicate a lack of proper nutrition, however. She tries hiding her swollen belly by wearing trousers that are too tight. She clearly has yet to know of her pregnancy as she keeps wearing her usual clothes, which are now too tight for her. We'll go with the unaware. Barmaid is in the early. She's clearly has yet to understand. Yeah, you are with child.
Miss, what if I told you that you are in the family way?
The family way.
Really? Oh, thank you, sir. How would I, a simple woman, have ever known without your help? You must be a doctor.
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
I'm fine, thank you. I would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
Okay. So that clearly implied that there was a correct choice. In that case. Interesting. Okay.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze. The sky was red with smoke till morning.
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank near the third pier, next to the dockyard.
Interesting. Okay. It was at least educational. Okay, so this is the Cursed Mermaid all the way over here. Oh! I see. That was that place that we wandered through. Okay, out of curiosity.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need
Damn,
some
I...
supper. Do you feel like
Okay, so I missed out on finishing one of those cases from the first chapter. And I think I had clicked through a confirmation box too quickly because my controller sucks ass and sometimes double taps A. And I wonder if that confirmation box was like, hey, are you sure if you go on, you'll abandon any cases? And I missed the opportunity to not do that. It's not like it's a whole crisis, but that would explain why I don't know. Like, I didn't know that that was going to happen. Pissing in the alley.
The coffee won't go away. The doctor's too bright.
Where are we?
Here's
Field hospital. The cart from warehouse 2.
the Pepto brain. Pecto brain, not Pepto. Pepto-Bismol's a real thing. Pectobrain is bullshit. Why so annoyed looking? Babyface. Very young. Stethoscope? Nothing to say about the stethoscope, huh? Oh, we got the phosphorus. Almost doctor. What a book. The man appears too young to have completed medical studies and therefore can hardly claim his doctor title. His hands are stained by phosphorus, most likely from the props warehouse. He's carrying a book on homemade medicine. He may have good intentions, but good intentions are a poor substitute for expertise. Or a charlatan. The man appears too young to have completed medical university and therefore can hardly claim his doctor title. Hands are stained by phosphorus, most likely from the props warehouse. He is carrying a book on homemade medicine. He is trying to make a quick buck by exploiting people's naivety and despair. Yeah, I think charlatan seems more likely. What with the state of the warehouse he came from.
Good evening, sir. Are you the gentleman who sells that intriguing Pecto-Brain beverage?
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Thomas Tippett, and yes, its proud inventor and purveyor.
Are you a doctor? You seem remarkably young.
I'm self-educated. I help people in need around these parts with my medicine.
Helping, as in bringing to the grave?
That is unfair, sir. The virtues of my invention are to calm the nerves, to stop coughing due to the endless smog, and to help children to sleep.
Has your beverage been tested by your peers or any medical authority? I am a doctor, and it appears that you are playing with people's lives, people who place their trust in you to ease their pain.
People need help, and drugs are expensive. My formula helps, and it's inexpensive. The product is dispensed from here only, so dose and usage are controlled. I looked into other patented medicines. They contain harmful or useless substrate, and they're sold in respected shops and pharmacies.
Do you realize what you are doing? You are playing with people's health.
You are a doctor. Take a look at my product. You won't find mercury, radium, lithium, or any other toxic substances drowned in alcohol and sold freely by so-called health professionals. I can show you how I work. Let me help people.
Watson, what do you make of this situation?
I'm not sure. Patent medicines can be a scourge, yes, but he is not entirely wrong in practice.
Why the haunted warehouse?
Well, nobody was using it, and people are afraid of ghosts. It kept them away until today. What I do is not entirely legal, but I do help people.
Interesting. Is that the conclusion of that? I guess it is. So we labeled him a charlatan, but that's not necessarily correct. Thomas Tippett is distributing a cure of his own to the port's inhabitants. He seems to be on his own mission to help those in need. The police can be informed of Tippett's activities, or Tippett can go on helping, albeit imperfectly.
The patient has a high temperature and is short of breath.
Yeah, but like, how is it working? Is it bad? Watson, tell me. Tell me.
I can hear the patient suffers with their lungs.
Okay, it kind of seems like it's not helping his lungs. Like the lungs are bad, but also smog, so I don't freaking know.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some
I don't care about your meat pies, bro. I'm trying to ask you about the medicine.
I help up to 50 people here every day. It is working.
Is it though? I don't even tell the doctors, the police. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Gervish missing for a week. Please tell if you see him. Ask Daya in Port Shantytown. Red rag over house entrance. All right, well, let's shift to the missing person, shall we? Red rag hangs over house entrance. I don't know. Is it? Oh, no. This is the damn cursed mermaid again. The back entrance. Is this a red rag?
Do you know anything about this?
Ugh, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Is this familiar to you?
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Okay. Not a rag, I guess. It's not really a rag. Oh. Fort Thomas Tippett. I'm gonna report
Constable?
him.
My name is Dr. Watson. A man called
I don't
Thomas
care
Tippett
for
has
the
opened a field hospital nearby and is selling illegal
vigilante
medicine.
medicine.
He is using Warehouse 2 for his smuggled product. Please stop him.
I knew it was a swindle. Real ghosts don't look like that. I'll check on this crook right away.
Real ghosts don't look like that. They're way scarier. Sorry, mate. Stop handing out weird medications of mystery use. Can't get behind that sort of shit. Red rag over the door. You know, they call it a shanty town, but it's not really a shanty town. They're less shanties than ever. This is like the one shanty. This is it. That's it. That's the shanty. Red rag over the entrance. Oh, what about that over there? Oh, is that what they're talking about? Oh, I bet it is. Okay.
Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Where did you last see Girves?
He worked at a,
Okay, worked at a
warehouse.
Roy
This
Solby.
man, Roy Solby, gave him the job. He paid him a necklace.
Interesting.
How would you describe this Soulsby?
He was
I
big
believe there's a
and
typo in
strong.
there, because I think they said Solby one time, but it's Soulsby.
He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like he was
Metal?
made of metal.
Interesting.
I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Emma, my mother, she got sick after the fire.
The incident?
Big red
Yeah.
smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
I'm the captain now.
Do you still have the necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the shrine. I tried to sell it to buy Emma
No
medicine,
one wanted to
but
buy. Is it
but
going
no
to be
one
a
wanted
horrible
to buy.
Cthulhu necklace?
Don't go anywhere.
Let's see what we got here.
This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
Oh, you done been bamboozled.
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay?
Oh, I got a achievement for that. Specifically. Also mentions the graveyard shall left a pendant. All boys. Okay.
I should have helped Amma put out the posters. If she hadn't been in the smoke so long, maybe she wouldn't be sick.
Said this brother Kavesh disappeared after Roy Soulsby, a strong man with a metallic eye, hired him. Maybe we don't need to worry about that just yet, because we are straight up looking for Soulsby. Man can usually be found near the dockyard. Near the dockyard. The dockyard a location on here? It's not. So I guess it's just near the docks. Boy, this game with its minimal guidance really leaves you to wander around and make a lot of guesses. Which I guess that's the vibe of Sherlock Holmes, eh? Alright, so we're on the docks
May
now.
I ask for your assistance?
Do you guys know
As much
anything?
as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Well, screw you. I know nothing about it. Well, la-dee-da. I thought there was a guy on this dock. Freaking disappearing dock workers? What the heck? Was he still there? World's greatest.
Help me, please.
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Maybe Sherlock Holmes is, but I certainly am not. All right, I gotta change the. I can't be wearing the plague mask. It's too much. Oh, sick glasses though. I'm styling hard. Excuse me. Oh, I bet the blue area that I don't have the marker to yet. I bet that's the dockyards. Okay. Now that I'm over here, now maybe I can ask somebody.
Do you know anything about this?
You're lucky to find me.
People say that Mr. Soulsby may have gone to watch the ship that exploded yesterday near the 3rd pier. To the 3rd pier. Let us go pier at the 3rd pier. Pier 3. Now we've got a fast travel point. Way out here. Okay. Mr. Soulsby.
Not in the mood, mate. Shoo!
Are you?
Pardon me,
Soulsby?
sir. I am looking for Roy.
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the 4th person to ask this week.
Ah.
Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
Interesting.
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance.
Who's out
Do you recall
here
anything about those who
constantly
came
inquiring about lost people?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, and I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
What are you doing here?
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
Now, where was I?
Now, where was I?
Oh, let's get a good strong observation on the weirdo. And tattoo? No. Any stamp ink stains. H.M. Her Magicus. Mint. Solid gold. Pocket watch. Okay. this hand. No muscle tone. Not brawny. People were commenting about brawniness, though, so 5'5", average height, not tall. He's English butter on 5'5" and has an average build. Who was big that they were talking about? Maybe that was. Maybe this guy's not supposed to be big. Maybe it was the servant that was big. Maybe I'm getting that mixed up. Tone implies that he's hardly strong. Mr. Holtby does not seem to look like Kimihia's abductor. Okay, yeah, there. We were looking for somebody big there. His left palm bears several stamp ink stains. Some letters remain visible. H.M. Cuss. Apparently, Mr. Holtby is the customs officer. Yeah. He holds a brand new Waltham Hillside watch in his pocket. He can never afford such a thing, so he may have stolen it. Corrupt officer feels right to me. Provide evidence. So we've got a character.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
No, you don't care about that.
Sorry,
woman. No.
doesn't ring a bell.
I have been told that you hired Dea's son, Girves, right before he vanished. His brother also said you had a metal eye. What do you make of this?
Tell that him to stop making things up.
Interesting.
What are you on about?
No, not gonna be.
Have you seen this before?
My card? Why did you dig that up?
At a crime scene near Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there?
Uh-huh. Okay. Where is Kimihia and who abducted Kimihia? Neither of these are really helping me.
That boat explosion stopped most traffic coming into the port. Guess I'll be without work for a while.
I guess I really do need to go to the Mine Palace, because, like, none of this... Where is Kimihia? No, nope. Disappearance. Testimony. None of these are helpful. Nope. Not a damn bit of use out of these. I don't have nearly enough information. Our boy Roy here was not a very good lead, turns out.
Help me, please.
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
As he talks to his crotch. Thanks, very helpful of you. Foreign woman. Maybe if we can find the foreign woman? There's nothing about the recent disappearances, so he says. Well, she was hospitalized, right? You don't say?
Is this familiar to you?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Oh, that doesn't help me with knowing where the hell I am. Whoa, they really have left me without a lead. I don't actually know what they want me to do now. That's not helpful. So that's Pier 3. Thanks, Phantom. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. do something fun for yourself. Okay, so this is back into the warehouses. So this is the only one. A strong man with a metallic eye. Maybe I just need to find a strong man with a metallic eye? Mother Dia is at the local clinic. Or I need to find her at... Or perhaps I need to find her at the... clinic. How would I even find a strong guy with a freaking metal eye? How would I determine this? Hey bro, you got a metallic eye? I think that goes back to the other area. Cigar is worth a lady. Okay, local clinic maybe instead? By local clinic, do they mean the old charlatan's place? Oh good, you all got out of the water. That's probably for the best. Hopefully you aren't relying on that for food. Okay, so this had been... Yep, this is all closed down. Police line. How about this? Do I have a... Jesus! 4 people. I don't have even remotely close to enough evidence to make any kind of conclusions there.
I'm sorry about my English. I try hard, but the rules don't make sense. It's stupid.
Well, you don't have anything more to tell me. Oh, wait. I forgot about my little, psychic view. Perhaps I should go back to Pier 3. Have a little look-see. You're our boy here.
Wonder why people are going missing. Puts a man on edge, you know.
Uh-huh. I still kind of feel like you're involved, so don't get too upset. Okay, so that did not help at all. Pendant, calling card, testimony, careful portrait. Likely a sailor from the port of London. He is a bulky man wearing size 11 shoes with worn out soles. Maybe we go back to the Cursed Mermaid. Maybe we can use Barmaid for some details. Hello?
Have you ever heard of a man with a metallic eye?
There we go.
I've seen him even. Dirty Summers is the name. A nasty
Dirty
lout
Summers.
with a silver ball in place of a missing eye.
Okay, where is this
Shudder
clown?
to ask, but where does one find a Dirty Summers?
He likely signed on with a ship. I am not one to spy on others, let alone him.
I see.
My advice, keep away from him.
Not really an option. Okay. Okay, well that... Where is... Character portrait Roy? Barmaid's testimony? Apologize testimony? Nope. Jack shit. Boy, I've got the thinnest amount of leads. Dirty Summers seems to have no modifiers, so like no clear use for this. Oh, I guess I can't fast travel from in here. Okay, Dirty Summers, and then by the pier? Probably signed on to a ship. Is there someone that could reveal this information? Like, I don't know, dockmaster, shipping company?
May I ask you something?
No, sir. I never heard of it.
Never heard of it, huh? Alright, you know what? Give me 1 minute, run to the bathroom, I'll be right back. Maybe I'll have a brilliant brainwave on the way, but it seems unlikely. I return. I unfortunately have not had a brilliant brainwave. I was, however, contemplating, and I feel like, from my perspective, a game like this would be improved by having more options of like solutions, because right now I feel like I'm floundering around trying to find the one piece of interaction that the game wants from me, rather than feeling like I have any sense of agency or creativity to be like, oh, maybe if I ask at this location or that location, or maybe if I check you know, like the library or something for some documents, maybe I go ask the dockmaster. But it's like there's specific sort of chain of events that they are trying to get me to stumble down. And I feel like that's less than ideal. Like, if there were more places like the Cursed Mermaid that I can just kind of go and attempt to get details from.
What can I get you?
Okay, so yeah, you're all out of helpful statements. Tickets to Oakmont, Massachusetts are still available. Charon will depart next Tuesday from Pier Inn 2. Okay, let's check some of the stuff on the wall. Will destroy pests of any kind and complexity, accept a payment cash only, ask Avant. These don't feel as useful as I was hoping. This is just out here. Different entrances in here. Dirty Sommer. So we have a name. But that's literally it. This has an exclamation point, like it has some kind of detail that I can use. Testimony. Gonna add at least one of them. Okay, two of them. Roy's testimony and Barmaid's testimony. Those are correct. I expect these are not correct. Oh, the Nepali boy's testimony is accurate as well. Surely. Oh. Okay. Dirty Sommers is the abductor. It seems that Roy Soulsby could be Sommers' accomplice. Okay. Great. There. Now maybe we can inquire of Roy. All right, we're moving forward. Gotta interrogate him on this.
What are you gawping at?
Your ass.
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that?
What is the crime? Who is the criminal?
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used your name as a cover for his deeds.
What? Really? That doesn't mean I'm involved, though.
What is Soulsby's connection to the crime? Card? It's got to be the calling card, right?
Your calling card was found at the crime scene. That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot be serious.
Okay, what is Soulsby's secret? That's got to be the character portrait, right? Sure.
It's true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. It's brand new and awfully expensive for a customs officer. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income. I'm sure Scotland Yard will be delighted to investigate further.
All right, stop. Look, it's not as it seems. I did not partake in the kidnappings.
I'm all ears,
Yay,
Mr. Soulsby.
I think I did it right.
I know Summers. He paid me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that. On my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall. But I used red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be one of them.
What else can you say of Summers?
Okay, that's why the
He's
red
a regular
paint's
at the
on
Cursed
too.
Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink.
All right. Headway has been made. Yes. Music boy. Okay, we're still banging on this. Okay. Now we have warehouses to check and the mermaid to check again. Okay, so marked with red paint are unsupervised. 2 was marked with red paint. That was the one that was ghosts, quote unquote, and were being used to make black market drugs. So, which else is marked up in red paint? I can't run and drink water at the same time. Aha, 12 is marked in red. No. Okay, maybe they want me to go to the mermaid first. Confront.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about Dirty Summers than you're letting on?
I have nothing more to add, sir.
Okay. What is the crime? Who is the criminal? Okay,
Enough.
the abductor.
I have hard evidence that Summers was involved in recent kidnappings across London.
I'm not surprised. So what?
Oh, yeah, that's promising. How is the bartender connected? It's got to be the testimony, right?
A customs officer, Roy Soulsby, testified that Summers was a regular here. You must know something about his business.
All I know is his drinks order.
What is the bartender's secret? Pregnancy? That's pretty wild assessment.
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
Perish the
Nothing
thought.
of the sort, but that doesn't mean that there won't be consequences for your silence. Everyone knows you happily served Summers and his crew. Should the police come knocking, you'll be the one going away. And none of us wish to see you raise a child behind bars. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay. Summers hired my private room.
Okay.
I think he used it to recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days.
Didn't realize we
He
were
paid
going to
me
be doing
cash, So I
interrogations.
paid him no attention. Nor did I touch anything inside.
Paid me
Here's
cash.
the key. Go and do what you will.
How else were they
Just
going to
leave me
pay?
out of it.
They don't have credit cards. Like, oh, they pay cash. Everybody pays cash. Okay, so this... Oh, I can't fast travel from in here. So this should... Wait. What key was that, actually, that I got? It's made of copper and given by the barmaid for opening the door to the pub's private room. Okay. I got ahead of myself. What's this? Fresh scratches, deeply carved.
Strange symbols. I don't recognize them. 5 shillings. That won't go far.
Strong men need it. The job is to move crates in the warehouse area. Dirty Summers hires men in the pub's private room. Oh, Parker and Williams Co., Manchester. Invoice number 012B, date 20th September 1882. Oscar Sommers. High quality sailcloth packed in wooden crates. Quantity 50 crates. Total 50 pounds. Investigation scene completed. Okay, so this leads us back to Warehouse 12, sort of. An invoice number of 12B, but not really informing me which. I don't suppose you have anything more to say. Okay, you do have something to say.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
No? Okay.
What did you see of Summer's work here? He was recruiting people?
It was like the whole world came through my door. People of all creeds.
Yeah, I
and
can't
colours,
imagine
but
she's going to be able to
always
narrow it
strong,
down much.
Always tall. They seem like workers or journeymen. Beyond that, there's not much more to tell. I took his money and let him be.
And this lasted how long?
Several weeks, I wager.
Interesting. I don't see why you would need several weeks to move 50 boxes. I'm still kind of waiting for the Cthulhu shit to hit. Like, we're really still, very ordinary circumstances. I feel like we gotta be on the precipice, right? Like, surely we're right at the edge of... Okay, so that doesn't work. Well, the only other person we can really effectively... Well, I guess maybe I can do one of those. Where's Kierny? Hiring notice? Invoice for sailcloth. Testimony? That doesn't feel right. Just kidding, it's perfect. Dirty Sommers hired men for warehouse work, specifically to carry crates of sailcloth. The abductees could still be inside the warehouse, which should be marked with red paint. Okay. Notice the sail. Red paint. Now I can walk in the door. Oh, I'm going to pick the lock. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. 1, 2, 3. Maybe. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need one more on each of those. There we go.
Really, Holmes, this ought to be beneath you. As my brother would say, it is for the greater good.
The greater good. Sailcloth with something on it. Is it blood?
Mold. That's why you don't leave
Never mind.
sailcloth lying out.
Mold. No big deal. This is why I'm not Sherlock. Scratches.
Good quality, but torn in many spots.
Uh-huh. That didn't seem all that useful.
The layers of rust will prevent any movement.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh.
This crank saw some use.
Okay, a crank.
Well oiled and well maintained. Fit for a crank.
Can I get the crank? There, now I can get the crank. Apparently we don't just take stuff when we don't know what it's for. Oh, is something mysterious happening?
A hidden passage.
Oh ho!
Just as I expected.
Show me that cult shit. Cannot return after leaving. Be sure to finish everything you... Okay. This is definitely the prompt that showed up last time, and I did not realize and just abandoned
here,
ship.
Watson, and keep an eye on the doors. I'll
This
scout
must
the
be chapter
premises.
3.
Will do. Be careful down there.
Or maybe not chapter 3, just... We're not going back. Maybe...
Wait. What's happening?
Cult shit. Oh, feels bad, man. Is this the Awakening? Is Sherlock Holmes the Awakening? His head is in the wall? That's bad for you. Oh, flashbang.
What
is
this place? Where am I?
Well, I found the cult shit. Yay! It's Eldritch time. My favorite time.
Strangely cold. Something is missing.
I'm not gonna say what size that looks like.
This cannot have been under the port of London all along. Is it an illusion?
The only way forward is the abyss.
The only way forward is the abyss.
Can I just, like, walk off the... Ooh, that does seem to let me walk off the edge. I was awfully close to the edge there.
Strangely cold.
Yeah.
Something is missing.
Can't do anything. Can I hit the... Oh! Aye!
Phew. I didn't die.
The only way forward, I suppose.
It is icy cold and pulsating.
Oh, I was over there, and now I'm over here. Grabby hands. With maybe a plaque at the bottom? That does not sound like it's a pleasant experience.
My heart, be calm.
Sounds like there's a decided splatter at the bottom. Huh? Short stride boot. Ah. Gotta walk. Short stride. Got it. Can't run. I feel like I only have so many chances to figure that out. Till all of the cages fall. Oh, but you're still gonna give me a time limit. You're still giving me a time limit!
Now I am somewhere else. How? It's harder to breathe here.
Are we... Oh! We're a little in space, and also I don't like the sound. Ooh.
Is that?
Okay. Grabby hands? No. Anemone. I don't want to go down there. Does this reveal anything? Ah! Ah! No, it's fine. Just stumbled at the edge there for a second for no apparent reason. Eyeball.
It's like it stares right through me.
Uh-huh. I've got the sight. What do we want to bet that I have to keep looking at it and walk backwards, even though there was a gap? Nope. Turns out the gap is a real gap. That's not an imaginary fake gap. Wait. Something over here is sort of making it into a platform, but... Okay, so this opens the door when watched. I hear the door open, but it doesn't give us a walkway. I need to get up there. Was there a path up there over here? No. But you know what there is? A terrible anemone.
Revolting.
Great success. It is an awful lot of blood, though. Hooray, video game logic. Okay, so now the platform is being built while I'm over here. Aha! Is it for real now? Okay, it seems like I've locked it in. Now, obviously, I can... Just sidle on back. Through the door.
My head is already spinning. When will this end?
It has become significantly more clear why I was warned I'm not going back. Yeah, I guess, this isn't exactly somewhere I can just hop on back to the docks, is it? It's a whole endeavor. Okay, so obviously we have an exit here. And it's tied to presumably both of these holes here.
There are 2 recesses.
Yep. There are several doors around, none of which appear to be immediately open. What am I looking at here? Am I looking at something real, or is that an artifact? Oh. I can just open them with my face. My mistake.
My head. What just happened?
Size 9, clear edges. Bugnafafa, yeah. Okay, good. We're starting to creep in some Cthulhu speak in there. Great.
Oh, that is truly revolting.
Cool.
Frozen and pulsing, almost like it has a heart.
Great, good for me. I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay, so how do we actually tell if it's somewhere we're supposed to go? So, like, this one doesn't have any footprints. The other one also just kind of opened on its own while I had the vision up. Maybe this isn't correct. Here's size 9 footprints, but they're going this way. Aha. Perhaps I back into it.
the stench.
Squid friends.
A strange stone. It almost feels alive.
Hey, squid friend. I'm sure you'll be alright. Later. Excuse me, I'd like to leave. Okay, cool. You're not gonna stop me. Oh. That's not what I expected the door to do. Oh, come on now. Oh, it's fine. We've got a thing here. Foot chop. Making it harder on me for no reason.
Did I get out?
Maybe? Yep. We found the cult shit. Are you good?
John?
Oh, he was spitting.
What is it, Holmes?
Oh. Hello. Oh. It's John time. Oh, now I have a lantern.
Watson! Holmes, where are you?
You good?
Holmes. Holmes. Are you alright?
Fine. Watson, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Fine? By Jove, you should have heard the way you called out my name.
It was just a game of shadows.
Well, it's still some cult shit.
I'm
Those
glad.
glasses are sick, though.
This place gives me the chills. What are we dealing with?
Something that's finally interesting.
I can't agree more. Finally interesting. Yes. Cthulhu. Interesting. Fascinating. Cult shit. Yes. Arcane marks? Elder signs? Anybody?
At least 24 pendants, all identical and made of tin.
Interesting. United States of America. What am I? Oh.
An American passport. Amos
Oh, is
Colby.
that what it is?
Someone got their hands dirty painting this with blood.
Yikes. Amos Colby. Red, brown, date of birth, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Massachusetts. Where Miskatonic University is. Bloody drawing. The world. Northwood Agency. Any manner of discreet investigations. For you, we shall search the world. Boston, Massachusetts again. Oh, dagger. That seems relevant.
I've never seen a pattern like this before.
Squid knife.
Old blood stains.
Also bloody. The old bloody squid knife. Really not interested in the stack of bowls, huh?
It seems made for simple experiments. I wager they could not afford a better set.
Really nothing to say about that paper, huh?
This box contained a narcotic substance, much like the one in Kimihir's brazier.
Interesting.
Black Edelweiss Institute, established 17-something.
Interesting. Tin box with Edelweiss. Okay, Watson. Huh? What else we got? Anything with our super secret vision? Wait a second. What the heck is this? Mud intentional
Someone
drawing?
used mud to draw a cross in a rectangle. Why? These clothes were crudely cut off someone. An American, judging by the style.
Probably our passport
Fine
friend.
ropework, cut by a finer blade.
Blood and human hair. Bashed against the wall? Oh. Okay, so we got 5 steps with a lot of options here. Not a lot of the steps built up yet. The lantern makes funny noises when I run. What we got here? We got some pants.
These
Iron
clothes
pants?
are missing buttons. They were forcefully removed.
Party pants. Oh. What are you trying to look at? What are you... Wait. Exactly what do the symbols mean on this? Is this telling me, like, warmer, cold, warm, cold? What are you trying to tell me? Gotta be a yellow thing somewhere in here. Now we got some rubble. A rubble of interest. Wait, what's that? What's that? What about the spirit sight? Is that doing me any good? Okay, Watson's legs. This all just seems like a pile of clothes. What am I looking for here? I mean, I already found the pile of clothes. Oh!
Dumpra, a staple of lecturemen's attire in Nepal.
Ah.
Gathered from dozens of people at
Our
the very least.
Nepali individual. Uh-huh. What about the alternative? Uh-huh. Maybe? Well, we'll figure that out over time. We'll see what makes sense.
I must have seen this one before. That explains my hallucinations.
Yeah, maybe? I don't know if... Oh, I saw this painting before. It just explains hallucinations, my man.
Miserable food, mass-produced.
Crabs. What do we got over here? We got a book. Single book. Oh, what is this? Casket?
A small bloodstain, but not serious.
What about the fact that it's broken crazy-like?
Strength it would take to carry this crate, let alone break it.
Yeah, that. Scratches, bloodstains, torn fingernail.
Deep scratches left in a frenzy.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking weird. Uh-huh. What's the other one? Yeah, that kinda be feeling a little more correct. I'm not getting the sense that many people are here by choice.
What on earth? It looks like the scribbling of madmen.
Honestly, it feels a little too organized for the scribbling of madmen.
Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues.
Okay, there's a little side path here. What we got down here? The lanterns are rattling. Makes me nervous. Always feels like I'm hearing something approaching. Oh, these are definitely pictures of the developers. 100%. And honestly, I freaking love that for everyone involved. Absolutely the developers. I wonder if they went to like a period photo shoot sort of like thing as a team outing, or if they mostly just got their faces with the pictures and then cropped them into assets and photoshopped them. But these are definitely people that worked on the game. Like, there's simply no way that I can be convinced otherwise. And honestly, I guess if it's not, then they absolutely missed just the golden opportunity to be the goobers in the pictures. Because, come on, man. Like, obviously do that. Nothing to investigate down here, really? How not? Why no? Okay, what have I yet missed up here then? I was over here. I saw all the stuff. Like, missing the... Oh. Maybe I should look at the freaking body. The sacrifice. Jesus. Broken nails. Dried mud crumbs. Needle prick. Interesting. Neck?
Cyanosis of the lips, marks on the neck. This man was strangled.
That's a... Wait, is that a cloth or a gnarly scar?
His abdomen is severely bloated.
Never mind. We're just looking at the bloat. Unknown man on the altar. Okay, so what do we got? What's the alternative, huh? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the cult shit seems pretty likely. Okay, so what's the other choices over here? Okay, so we've got our boy over there. Or lastly... cult shit. Does this get any more clear now? Is it... That feels likely. This feels likely also. Maybe that? I don't know. Yeah, I guess this would be them disrobing themselves. Is that the difference? This is forcibly removing it. This is like, it's cult time to get naked? Is that the gist of what we're working with here? Right, so we got bust him out of the box, but he's upset. Or we all first are like, no more clothes. Bust him out. Time up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. I didn't get this one. Cold shit. There we go. Hey, Kappa. It's going pretty good. We've just now hit the point where it's getting interesting. We've just stumbled across the cult shit. See? It's our friend. It also a sacrifice. Okay, so let's see. Can we validate this? Is this correct? It's not. Second and fifth. Is this second? Okay. So it's... This is the alternative. This is the forcible removal. And then... What's this? Is this the last? No, that's the first. This one. Okay, so it's this. No, we did not know the body. We're just following a mystery, essentially.
Many people were brought to this place. Their abductors stripped off their clothes and discarded them in a pile. The prisoners were kept in a soporific trance by the use of narcotics. A few tried to resist, but alas, in vain. After a few days, everyone was stuffed in a crate and sent elsewhere.
Is that what happened?
One captive was left behind. He was strangled to death on this altar.
I'm still having a hard time determining if there's only supposed to be a single correct answer out of some of these things, and like I'm just trying to figure out which the right one was, or like which matches the end goal they're looking for. If I'm defining the outcome. I think I'm trying to pick the correct thing.
What is it?
Also, that's pretty gnarly.
God.
Please tell me we found all we needed to, Holmes.
I think we found a bit more than that.
I also think we found a bit more than we needed.
And that's where you're wrong, Watson. We have more than enough. I just need to connect the dots. How about you pack your suitcase in the meantime, my dear fellow?
Also, I have some sick-ass glasses. Look at my sick-ass glasses. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh, do I need to... I need to mind Paris. Who is the dead man on the altar? Gotta be the passport, right? What is the other thing that's going to be useful to me? I don't see what's useful. Warehouse 12 happenings? No, the passport is correct. Cross inside a rectangle. Is that what we want? Roy Soulsby's testimony? No. I guess I could read these and make better decisions. Oh, the advertisement, of course. Reading these would probably help, I suppose. I mean, unknown man on the altar, is it that simple? It's that simple. I don't know why I was trying to make it harder. Amos Colby. The man on the altar was a private detective from the Northwood Agency in Boston. Mr. Colby may have been investigating the disappearances before getting caught and killed by the perpetrators. Where have the abducted been sent to? The box with Edelweiss. Black Edelweiss Institute. That feels promising. The happenings. Only one man among the bandits stayed behind was really killed. Following that, the abduction. Okay, sure. Strange symbols. Newer ones look like unfamiliar symbols. No, not that. Cross inside rectangle? Yeah, nailed it. Black Edelweiss Institute, Switzerland. The abductees are headed for the Black Edelweiss Institute, established in the 1700s. It lies somewhere in Switzerland. Abductor's route. Some key information for your case can be found in the archives. Open your casebook and highlight evidence marked with an open book. Press Y to start your research in the archives. Research this in the archives. I see. Location. Europe. This is a lot like... Were they made by the same, like, developer group? Publisher? This is a lot like the other... sort of mystery Cthulhu game we played. The Still Waters? Maybe. Date of establishment. Because, like, this is a similar interaction we had with the archives, but maybe it's just sort of a common trope for this style of game. Maybe there are more games of this sort than I realize. Gotta be medicine, right? Black Edelweiss Institute is in Interlaken, Switzerland. Established in 1789 by Professor Keller, the institute specializes in mental illnesses and addictions. It's currently headed by Professor Gygax.
Dr. Watson, how does a trip to Switzerland sound to you?
It sounds unexpected.
We're off to
What makes you
Switzerland.
think we should head there?
It's all about the box with narcotics and Mr. Colby's clue, the cross inside a rectangle. Put two and two together, add a dash of research, and what do you get? The Black Edelweiss Institute in Interlaken, Switzerland. If we hurry, we can still catch tonight's train.
Nice. Chapter 2 complete. What perfect timing. Interesting. Now I'm into it. Now I'm like, ooh,
As grateful as I have been for your
mystery
company,
is
Dr.
afoot.
Watson, I'm afraid you shall have to investigate Edelweiss alone.
Hello? Mr. Holmes, I fear you overestimate my abilities.
Nonsense. You are a military man, a bastion of British courage.
I'm no such thing. As a doctor, I avoided most combat, save for one dreadful day. My troop was ambushed in a village with innocents caught in the crossfire. Too many to help.
I don't know
Man
who
with the
asked,
rosary.
Doctor.
He was one of them?
A translator, yes. We were trapped.
Who
6
asked,
soldiers
man?
and myself.
All right,
I
it's
thought it
fine.
was the
Trauma dump. Go ahead. We're friends or whatever.
Lieutenant Paget refused to go quietly. The men prepared for a final stand. I rose to follow, but Paget shook his head. He told me to run. That I had other men to save. They charged, and I fled through the rear. So you see, Mr. Holmes, I am a coward.
The logic seems inescapable.
Yes.
You, a
Logic
surgeon
seems
by trade, would have
inescapable.
been perfectly useless in that conflict.
What? No.
And how many men have you helped since? Ailments eased, troubles tended?
No more than a handful. Truth be told, I've become somewhat of a recluse.
How many people could you help with 30 years ahead of you? Dozens? Hundreds? Paget was correct. You can cease your self-recrimination.
Holmes, I don't know what to say.
I would start with, I am Dr. John Watson, may I look around?
That ought to do the trick. What's Sherlock going to be doing while he's off investigating the Edelweiss? It's pretty. This feels like freaking Transylvania. Like we're rolling up on a
The Edelweiss
Dracula's
staff will
castle.
doubtless be eager to show off their facilities to a fellow physician.
I have already taken the liberty of sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit. And what of you? I shall be pursuing other avenues.
See, this was my question.
Should you see anything troublesome or improper, simply notify the local authorities. Otherwise, try a little analysis yourself. You know my methods. Apply them.
Take that, fly. Oh, this does not look like a pleasant place. The Mountains of Madness. Anal Lice Institute. Neat. Alright. Can't change clothes here. Gotta look all doctor-like, I guess. Okay. This is the optimal time to call it quits. Right at the beginning of a chapter. Perfect. All right. Well, that was a little bit of a rocky start. But I think now I have a much better idea of what the game is expecting out of me. And I think it should go smoother moving forward. And I think that being the case, overall, I think will be more entertaining experience. Because we've also like started to hit the real bit of the puzzle. So like the meat of the interesting stuff is happening. So now I'm like, ooh, yeah. Now I'm into it. So that should be good. We will continue playing this on Tuesday. So that's when we'll be back for more of this. For today, though, thanks all for coming by and hanging out. It's good to see all of you. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope all of you in the U.S., at least, get the opportunity to have your Monday off and have an extra long weekend. I do, and I'm delighted for it. But other than that... What? What are you question marking, Kappa? Wait. We'll pick back up a little after. I don't know. I'm playing it by ear. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm breaking it up a little bit. You've done many much hours. Doing a little Sherlock in between is fine. Honestly, we could potentially even do Thursday, because I don't think I'm playing with Seaweaver. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Everybody have a good night. Get some sleep. And hopefully I will see you all next time. Bye.
Initiating goodnight sequence. Dispersing appropriate dosage of compound 347. Initiating phase 1 of memory calibration. This won't hurt a bit. Just close your eyes.